I dressed myself properly this morning. Yay me! Woo, 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 woo. So, I went into work and I actually ended up, in amongst the conversations about sort of imperfection, somehow this topic was coming up. And I said something about, actually, you know what? Yesterday I came and my dress was back to front. And someone said, well, you know what, you couldn't tell at all. And I said, well, actually, it was when I was making a video later on in the day that I could see, there's a little tag there that was showing. And I ended up putting a sticker over it on this video. And they were saying, and it was, I got exactly the response that I needed right then. Not like oh my gosh, I'd be mortified if I'd have done that. But, oh, well, actually, why would that matter? Why would that matter? And why do we get so caught up in our appearances and how to show up in being perfect, having kind of our hair all perfect? My hair's usually it's curly, so it doesn't necessarily, by this time of day, even if I've straightened it or even if I've styled it really well in the morning, by this time of day it's going to look like I've kind of gone through a hedge backwards. But actually, I'll show up online and talk about kind of different things, and that idea of showing up and being authentic to yourself is so powerful. And what makes me sad is that people spend hours and hours and hours fretting about their appearance and what somebody else will think of them based on their appearance, and they'll use filters and loads and loads of makeup and lots of Botox and facelifts and all of this sorts of stuff, and then still feel rubbish about how they feel inside. And I'm all for people wearing makeup. I'm not stopping you wearing makeup. In fact, I feel a bit like I could do with some myself sometimes, but I don't tend to wear makeup very often. And there are times when I've kind of prioritised my skincare, which recently that's made me feel good. However, the fact that I had my top on inside out, my dress inside out, and the response was just really positive, made me just be so grateful of the other women and the people in my life who are genuine and who may kind of make mistakes, and that's fine. That's human. And actually, just because somebody wears a suit, perfect makeup, perfect posture, perfect presentation, doesn't mean that they are the authority in the world or that they are successful. You could have so many people that show up, perfect on the surface, but stressed and struggling with their mental health and struggling with their physical health underneath the surface. I'd rather see you struggling and be explicit than that and be able to reach out and help you than have you pretend that you're fine and then see you suffering in the long term or see you not being here in the long term. And this is just my sort of shout out to people that offered me support in those times when I've been struggling, or when I've kind of thought, oh God, you know what, I feel really frumpy and horrible wearing these clothes, and I want to be able to step up and wear some things that help me to feel good, wear some bright colours and just bright accessories and things to help me feel good. And it makes, when I'm faced with people who maybe are judgmental about how I look, then it's more about them than about me. But sometimes it makes me do something ridiculous, like go and wear a fancy dress walking down the road to the shop just to prove that actually this ridiculousness is fine. Go to a networking event wearing my hot dog costume, for instance, which I could be tempted to do, because actually, why do we play small and blend in when you're designed to shine, when you should be shining and doing things for you? And who gives a shit if your top's on inside out or whatever? Do things for you. those superficial things don't matter, but what is important is what's inside you. What's your purpose and passion and mission in life? How do you live your life? How do you treat other people? How do you interact with other people? How do you show up? Are you prepared to feel your feelings? Are you, like, do you believe that actually looking within is important? Are you prepared to go the extra mile to work through and process genuine feelings? Or do you just pretend to be fine and just like go through life like a robot? Because I know the version of me that I prefer to be, and sometimes there's ups and downs. Sometimes I feel like really rubbish. Sometimes I can feel like really, really sad and feel like my life is a bit rubbish. Other times I feel like I can go and conquer the world, or I can like really like step into my power right now. So anyway, thank you for listening. I appreciate you being here for my ramble, and catch you later. Good night.